really appreciate what everybody has done for me and helped me get to this point. When I was born, I had a stroke which cut off the circulation in my left side, which led to the cerebral palsy.
When we were told that he possibly may never walk or talk, they didn't know the damage in his brain. 8 weeks after he came home from the hospital, Minnetonka School sent an OT and a PT, occupational and physical therapy, to our house and really got us kick-started on his, his next step in life.
I met the family and first-time parents, all of that nervous, excited energy. There were times when he would cry, or maybe Linda would cry, and there were a couple times when I would tear up because of Frankie's success.
It was very hard for me to do with like simple tasks that other kids could do, and I would get help with that a lot with all my teachers, and they would come over and like help me cut.
He came in with this team of people, little Frankie, and behind him there was about 7 adults. It's his support team who have been working with him with his movement, with his speech, with his actions, and his thinking. Here's this little boy that opening a milk carton. Many people could, in kindergarten, that's kind of funny to see everybody opening the milk carton. Frankie was determined. He didn't want any help. No help at all. He made it through. He could open that milk carton. I could tell how he got into their hearts. And I was ready to find out what he's going to do to me.
I think the positive feedback that I gave Frankie is what helped him also with his confidence over time, and that I believed in him. I believe in all of my students, but I really made sure that he can do, I believed and I showed him that I knew that he could do it, and that I treated him like any other student, and I think that he respected that and felt good about that.
Frankie was ready for kindergarten. Frankie went on to elementary school and then middle school.
I looked at his IEP and thought, and once you know Frankie, you're just kind of like, I can't even believe really at this point, that he has one or needs one. I can't imagine how far he came, because at that point it was just a non-issue. And he just was self-sufficient by 8th grade, which is so awesome that then he went to the high school and just said, I don't need this IEP anymore. I'm good.
We gave a lot to Frankie, but boy, he returned it in spades to us. It didn't matter, it never mattered what his handicap was. He was going to do everything like every other kid. My left arm doesn't allow me to do a lot of things, but I can do a lot of things.
Baseball. He grabbed onto this sport where you need 2 hands. And Frankie says, no, you just need 1 really good hand.
I went to his graduation party and I felt the love coming from him, gave me a huge hug, and it was fun to see where he's at and where he's going to go. The sky is the limit for him.
I went up and extended my hand and started to say, hi Frankie, I'm Mary Beth. I was your occupational therapist. And instead of that anticipated handshake, I got a huge hug from Frankie, and he said, I don't remember back then, but I've heard about you my whole life. And that was an incredible expression to me of this family, what an incredible young man Frankie is.
Our hearts and our minds and our systems are so much better because of Frankie.
And getting to this point is just incredible. He is graduating from one of the best high schools in all of Minnesota and going to a wonderful college. I mean, no parent could ask for anything more.
I'm going to Gustavus Adolphus College, and I want to go into sports marketing or management.
My hopes are really simple for him. That he meets someone wonderful, and that we get to enjoy his family for the rest of our lives.
I just love Minnetonka so much. It's just a great culture here. I wouldn't really trade it for anything in the world.